In a forest so old that even the winds whispered secrets of its ancient past, there stood two trees, an oak and a pine. They had grown side by side for centuries, but their lives had been quite different. The oak was tall and strong, its trunk thick and gnarled with age. It had witnessed the rise and fall of many seasons. The forest creatures often took refuge under its vast shaded branches. It was wise, and the forest animals looked up to it as a silent guardian, offering protection with its stoic presence. The pine, on the other hand, was a young tree, slender and tall with a crown that fluttered in the wind. Unlike the oak, it was known for its song, a soft, melodious hum that echoed through the forest with every breeze.
Why do you sing so much? The forest needs protection, wisdom, strength, and silence to endure. It is not in song that we find our true purpose.
But dear oak, have you ever wondered if it is not in silence that we find strength? Perhaps it is in the song that others find hope, and in that hope, they can endure anything.
As time passed, a great storm approached the forest. The winds howled, and the skies grew dark with thunder. The forest creatures scrambled for safety, seeking shelter under the strong branches of the oak. The oak stood firm, its massive trunk unshaken by the violent winds. The pine, however, was much more vulnerable. Its slender form bent and swayed, its leaves torn by the fierce gusts. The singing stopped. In the chaos of the storm, the young tree struggled to keep its balance. The storm raged for hours, and when it finally passed, the forest was silent, save for the occasional rustle of leaves. The oak stood tall, but the pine had fallen. The forest mourned the loss of the singing tree. It was quiet now, and the oak felt a strange emptiness. It had always thought that the pine's song was a distraction, a frivolity in a world that demanded survival. But now, in its absence, the oak realized something. Days passed, and the oak continued to watch over the fallen pine. But in time, something unexpected happened. On the fallen pine's roots, new shoots began to grow. The pine was not truly gone. It left behind seeds of hope. And from them, new trees began to rise. They were smaller, yes. They had the same ability to sing in the wind. Oak understood then. Strength and silence had their place, but so did joy and song. Both were necessary for life to endure. One brought protection and foundation, the other brought the courage to dream. And so, in that forest, where the oak and the pine had once stood side by side, new balance was found by side. New balance was found. The strength of the oak and the song of the pine, both lived on, carried by the winds and the roots of the trees. There is a balance between strength and joy, silence and song. One cannot exist without the other. Each carries its own form of resilience. Life's true purpose is not just to endure, but to live with hope and spirit, even when the storm is fierce.